Hi guys, welcome back to another bite-sized video. I hope you're hungry and ready to eat. Today I'm taking you guys with me into my garden to pick some chive or chive because today we are going to be making some green seasonings, or as our friends in Haiti call it, Epis. Before you start, you want to make sure that you clean your chive thoroughly. Now I'm going to be cutting off the white parts of the chive because we are going to be replanting these a bit later. These are some chive that I picked earlier, and I'm just going through them to remove any leaves that would have turned yellow, any foreign grass or weed that might have been pulled up from the earth into the chive. You want to go ahead and clean that out thoroughly, and once you've cleaned your chive, you want to go ahead and wash it thoroughly. Green seasoning is a common staple in Caribbean cuisine. We love to cook with our green seasoning, our natural herbs, and so therefore this is one way that we can blend and marry all those flavors into one sauce, into one seasoning. There is actually no right or wrong way, in my opinion, my humble opinion, to make green seasoning. It's all about preference and what you like. And here on the bite-sized channel, we do push personal preference a lot, because at the end of the day, you won't enjoy the recipe unless you actually like what you're tasting. Maybe my taste is not to yours, but for me, I like to put a mixture of different peppers, flavor, some hot, onion, garlic, thyme, and of course I will list all the ingredients down below for you guys. So I want my seasoning to be a bit more on the chunky side, so I'm using a food processor. However, you can opt for using a blender, and you want to just go ahead and break down your bigger ingredients into smaller sizes so that the food processor blade could actually chop them properly. So I just added onion, garlic, thyme, and adding all my ingredients. Now this is going to be an oil-based green seasoning. However, you can swap out the oil for water if that's not your speed. Now, with the right quantity, this green seasoning can be used as a standalone, because we're going to be packing a lot of the dried herbs and spices that we normally cook with, all that flavor that we love. We're going to be packing it into our green seasoning. So I'm using Geera, Garam Masala, all-purpose complete seasoning, black pepper, a bit of salt. I'm putting all of that in there so that way we have a wonderful, flavorful melting pot. All right, of course you don't have to choose this route. You can just say shout out to my piece of yam in the background. Of course, you could just do it the more natural way with just your greens, your water, your vinegar, your mustard, and a bit of salt. That is your preference. So we are going in with approximately a half of a cup of oil. I'm choosing to just use cooking oil because it's the most cost effective. However, you can opt for any oil of your choosing. Olive oil would be my next choice, or maybe even some avocado oil. But because of cost, we will work with cooking oil. Now I don't want the green seasoning to be too smooth, so I'm just pulsing it in intervals. This is what we are currently looking like. Now this is totally optional, but I'm just adding some paprika for color and some allspice berries for that slight jerk flavor. And that's basically it, guys. Blend and blitz until it's well incorporated. So guys, this brings us basically to the end of today's video. All that's left for you to do is to find a container to store your green seasoning or your Epis, and best believe I had this as a dip with chips and it was absolutely delicious. So there's just that, you know, if anybody's interested. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. Do let me know down in the comments if you tried this recipe and how it turned out for you. Bon appetit and keep on watching. I'll see you guys in another bite-sized video.